r/Askreddit presents. What is something that your profession allows you to do that would otherwise be illegal? Dispose dead bodies, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, watching film releases before the official release date, the grave robbing and general looting. Edit. For people asking how long has to pass for grave robbing to be considered archaeology, the short answer is, it depends. You can't put an arbitrary number on that. What culture is the grave from? Are there living descendants? What is the justification for excavation? Fellow archaeologist. You hope. I have access to pretty much every explosive known to mankind. Also, I can legally cook meth. As long as I do the paperwork for it. Ixnitrahexazoacertain? Oh no. I get to walk into my workplace with an axe and nobody blinks an eye. It would be very strange to not be carrying an axe, to be honest. I get to use all the 4 official use only center median U-turns on the highway. I had a friend get pulled over for doing this. And the cop came up and said to him, these are for official use only. His response was, yeah, I was officially using it, it went well. I work for the state highway department and drive an official vehicle. It's all on the up and up. I arrange for people to take power tools, knives and ropes into prisons. I worked in construction in a prison. 2 hours to check in, work 4 hours, 2 hours to check out. Heaven forbid you forget an essential tool outside of the 17 locked doors and gates. Rub oil on naked people for money. Architect. I don't know what your architect is doing to you, but I think you need a new architect. My sister specializes in deep tissue massage, and she calls it beating up her clients. She beat up a cop the other day. Eating the meat? It was pork. I can freely look up clients' social security numbers, sometimes their bank accounts, and just about all of their most personal information. FBI? Probably works for Facebook Bureau of Investigation. Go into people's gardens in the middle of the night. Wait, WTF job is this? An opposum? I deliver newspapers. I start at 4 AM. Chop up various human organs. Sometimes I take a little piece home with me. Cut off your clothes, see you naked, and electrocute you with 2 kg of electricity, all while I have my hands all over your chest. Also drive far above the speed limit, force cars to veer for you, possess and inject opioids, and put unconscious people into a van and drive them off to a building where many people die and people are regularly cut open. Uncle Jerry? Carry a gun on an airplane. Now that's a job that I think would be interesting to hear about. Break into houses and steal cars. What's your job? Auto and domestic locksmith, aka burglar with a business card. Drive fast, talk on my phone, put needles into people, cut off clothing of unconscious people. Newspaper rounds sure have changed since I were a boy. Depends on the route, I guess. Watch what everyone is doing on their PCs. Real time, total invasion of privacy stuff. But it's for safeguarding the students, so it's all allowed. You can see what people are viewing. I thought you could only see the URL people were accessing. So reddit.com and not reddit.com/r/Askreddit. Also, what percentage of people in your experience use a VPN? Oh, it's a closed network with monitoring software installed. Several closed networks actually, but yeah. We don't let users install VPNs or access them. Last week I had an appointment with a woman who stabbed me repeatedly for the sole purpose of permanently scarring me. Tattoo artist. His wife. Give people drugs, also letting them die with their advanced legal consent. I think it's legal for most people to let people die too. Let me die, please. No. Ethical penetration tester. I've been trained to be a cyber criminal, but to use my knowledge to help people. Oh right, computers. Right. I was thinking something. I dunno else. Sometimes the two overlap. Walk in and out of a prison on the same day. In Germany, that would be legal for any prisoner. It's just pretty much impossible to pull off. At least not without violating other laws in the process. Most prisoners in Germany are allowed to leave prison late in their sentence. This way they'll be able to apply for jobs and get their life sorted before leaving. He's talking about the law stating that escaping prison is legal in Germany. Finger A minor in front of live audience. Okay, explain. Guitarist. Watch people shower. I do that too. I'm an occupational therapist, smiley face. I do that too. I work in it, winky face. Tackle people because they have something I want. Walmart Black Friday shopper? Football player? Rugby probably. Lock people in psych wards without their consent. My girlfriend just got her license to do just that. Be careful. Very, very careful. Divide by zero. Specifically, as a mathematician, I'm allowed to define mechanics that will allow me to perform operations such as defining by zero. Actually, I'm allowed to define anything. Congratulations, you are now defined as wearing a really cool hat. Why thank you, I quite like this beanie as well. Handling radioactive substances. I, too, eat bananas. I'm a tandem skydiving instructor. It would otherwise be illegal to push people out of an airplane from 13,000 feet above the earth. Going on closed trails or off-trail in areas that have been closed to the public for field research. Pokemon Go player. I help people in their last moments to die as comfortably as possible. Palliative care nurse? Yes, hospice nurse. Going mouth to mouth with an unconscious person. EMT. CPR guy. I can break open your door, bust your windows, cut a hole in your roof and flood your house with a giant hose. Then you will thank me for it. Some kind of exterminator? I knew those darned robots have advanced too far, too fast. Firefighter r/ whoosh. Throwing people on the ground, choking them and breaking their arms. Dud. Not yet, but my kids will surely get hell of a lot of judo, smiley face. I shoot birds at the airport. Creating fake documents, passports, credit cards, printing fake money, incredibly arduous process that is regulated, etc. I just kinda walk into people's apartments when no one is home. Ah, you're my old landlord. I see not much has changed. I arrive at people's houses all hours of the night and sometimes sit by their bedroom windows silently for up to an hour. Amazon? Measure noise from industry. Haha, this one really had me thinking. Stab people with a knife. A crab. Tattoo wild animals. Ecological research routinely requires trapping animals, but some studies we have to bring them into captivity. Some animals become trap happy, meaning they love being safe and snug in an enclosed cage with a big snack and will return frequently to the trap. Sometimes they'll return every night. So we tattoo an identifying mark, usually a number, inside their ear for quick identification, immediate release. Calling random numbers without knowledge. I've called a few police departments and restaurants. If I were to call these places outside of work I would probably be fined. I work at a market research call center. Breaking into people's houses and search through their stuff to look for anything valuable. And, of course, take it with me if I find anything valuable. What's your job? Cop with a search warrant. Attempting to steal, and usually succeeding to steal, valuable data from a company actively trying to protect it. Pen testing is a bit of a rush sometimes because you just think, that was kinda easy, and if they didn't expect the test it would have been even easier. Really makes you think about the possibilities. Well, there's a project in my lab for a new synthetic route to LSD, so that's life in prison outside of my lab. A different project, I bought something and was interrogated by the United Nations as they were precursors to chemical warfare agents. 99% of the time if someone tells me about a crime they committed, I can't tell the police. Are you a priest? A therapist? A doctor? Criminal defense attorney? I command a room full of young children that don't belong to me. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. And have a nice day.